Canapes for this live watch along of FA Cup semi final, the first FA Cup semi final between Manchester City and Chelsea, of course. And yeah, interesting match lies ahead with Chelsea, of course. Is ahead with just a minute. Chelsea, of course. So, interesting match. Really looking forward to this. Manchester City coming in this into this match after being knocked out of the Champions League quarter-final by Real Madrid. It's a big blow for their like treble hopes which they would have harbored, but the show must go on. And Chelsea, of course, their last game um, was the demolition that they had against Everton, and and in the two meetings that have taken place between the two teams. So far this season. Both have ended up in draws 3-3, 4-4 at Stamford Bridge, and 1-1 at the Etihad. And uh, and uh, and it would be, I mean, I make Manchester City slight favorites in this game. I don't expect a high scoring game, and what I expect is like a 1-0, 2-1 sort of a win for Manchester City. Um, of course, Chelsea would be a little more fresh compared to Manchester City, who have played 120 minutes and then have had the disappointment of uh, of a penalty shootout loss, albeit against Real Madrid, but they would have fancied their chances against Real Madrid. And yep, Erling Haaland is of course not there. So talking of Erling Haaland, let's talk about the team news going into this game. Let's start with the Manchester City, who are the hosts or the designated hosts for this sort of a neutral venue, which it is. Stefan Ortega in goal, Kyle Walker, Manuel Akanji, Nathan Ake in defense, or according to Google at least, John Stones and Rodri in midfield. John Stones can drop back into the back four as well, and then we have Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Jack Grealish, and Julian Alvarez, who's won a World Cup with with Argentina in 2022, is the lone striker up front. He can also drop in, and we have seen in the past Kevin De Bruyne playing in as a as a as a false nine. So a lot of fluidity. Of course, as I said, there is no Erling Haaland. I don't think he is on the bench either. He isn't, but it's a pretty strong bench for Manchester City. Talking of Chelsea, their last game, as I mentioned, was the demolition that they did over Everton. They beat them 6-0, and Cole Palmer, former City player who has had 20 goals this season, same number as Erling Haaland. He scored 4 goals. So Nicholas Jackson up front, Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez in the pivot sort of a role where they'll be holding, and Noni Madueke, Conor Gallagher, and Cole Palmer. As I said, the former City player, he'll be the man to watch out for Chelsea. And then in defense we have Mark Cucurella, Trevor Chalobah, Thiago Silva and Malo Gusto and Dejan Petrovic in goal. So decent sort of a lineup for Chelsea, who have hit a bit of form in the last 3 or 4 weeks. They haven't been as bad as Liverpool away when they lost by 4 goals to 2, and Liverpool hit the post and bar about 5 or 6 times when Darwin Nunez was on. Well, wanted to say fire, but he was awful. I mean, he hit the post and bar 4 times, I think, and and could have been more. Chelsea, of course, to losing to Liverpool in the final of Carabao Cup. They could have made it a cup double for themselves, and but it hasn't turned out to be the case, and they'll be hoping to win this game and make it to the final and face either Manchester United or Coventry, who will be playing in the in the other semi-final when it takes place. So players are on the pitch. Manchester City, I think, are wearing their traditional white and blue, and Chelsea their dark sort of a blue. So both teams in their traditional home kits, and will be, as I said, hoping to make it a good day for the supporters by making it through to the finals, where they'll play Manchester United or Coventry City of the Championship. Of course, Coventry have been really good this season, and yeah. So the team news I've already given you, and and I'm kind of hoping that it's an open and exciting match, but that is me being a bit fanciful, because these games are generally not never um, you know um, never that open. Semifinals are generally KJ affairs, and yeah. So let's hope at least that this game turns out to be an open affair. So let's just get ready for the off. Isn't that far away? Let's get our clock ready. Clock ready. And Pep Guardiola and Mauricio Pochettino, two Spanish-speaking coaches, both have actually managed in Barcelona. Pochettino was the manager of Espanyol, and and uh, and Barcelona was Pep's Pep's club. He played for them. He came through their youth system. He's a Catalan, and and he managed them for 4 years, winning two Champions Leagues and two or three La Ligas, and God knows how many Super Cups, um, Copa del Reyes, and other tournaments. So so let's find out both teams going through their annual preparation, last minute preparations for this game. Poch will be confident with the with this team. It has hit a bit of form, but if you look at it from a man-to-man point of view, City overwhelmingly better than uh, than uh, than Chelsea. Chelsea, although, will be fresher in this game. As I said, Manchester City played 120 minutes along, and then they had the penalties as well at the Etihad Stadium on Wednesday, and Manchester City certainly won't want to go to extra time again today. It will be really tough for them. And if I'm not wrong, Manchester City have a match midweek as well. I'm not sure about that, but there's a good chance that they have a match midweek as well. And the kickoff is about to take place. It has taken place. So let's just focus on the game as for now, and let's see how it how it transpires. John Stones is playing in midfield. He's caught on the ball straight away, and so Chelsea have one Chelsea. Chelsea have Cole Palmer, who's a former City player, and Man City have Kovacic, who actually captained Manchester City on a number of occasions as well. So it'll be it'll be it'll be interesting when or if Kovacic comes on. Rodri is playing. I'm sure you've seen that stat where it says that whenever Rodri has played, um, Manchester City have basically not lost in the last. And here is a chance for Grealish. He's overhit the ball for Bernardo Silva. Jack Grealish, I was looking at some of the comments, people saying that he's been a bit of a flop since signing from Aston Villa. Maybe he 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 doesn't score a lot of goals. His assists are basically, I mean, neither here nor there. But the thing is, there's more to a football game than just than just than just than just goals and assists. You can do a lot more than just scoring goals. You can contribute in various different ways. If goals and assists were the only benchmark for a player to be, or for an attacker to be a uh, you know distinguished between a success or a failure, then maybe. But as I said, there are players who are who do a lot more than provide goals and assists. So if you like Jack Grealish, you might say he's a flop. If you don't like him, you might say he's a good player. He occupies defenders. He allows his team to bring the ball forward, and yeah. So here it is. I mean, that's my take on Jack Grealish. If you if you like him, you do. If you love to hate him, you do. Um, so that's the whole thing. So Man City have won a few a few free kicks in the opening few minutes. Man City are the dominant side in this game so far, and they were always expected to come out all guns blazing, especially in the light of the result against uh, uh, against Real Madrid. The performance was superb, but Real Madrid defended stoutly. They they made sure that City didn't didn't get that many chances. Although Kevin De Bruyne could have finished off the game way before the extra time. Not way before. I mean, like uh, minutes after scoring his first goal, he had the chance to score the second goal as well. And which which he put over the bar, and that in the end came back to bite Real Madrid. But I'm sure they'll come back. They'll show that what they are made of. Again, ball with Grealish down the left hand side. Nathan Ake is back. He was injured, I think, against Arsenal in the nil-nil draw that the two teams had, and I think Chelsea are deploying the same strategy that good skill by Nicholas Jackson, but foul by Nathan Ake. No, no foul. Referee Michael Oliver says Nathan Ake won the ball. Yeah, so Nathan Ake got injured against Arsenal, a calf injury it was, and then he's back about what 2 3 weeks later. Ball lost by chance for Jackson. Stefan Ortega saves. So it was straight at Ortega, to be honest, and pretty easy save. Might have been offside. Didn't clear look at it, but we, we it might have been offside. I will say this: if Chelsea do end up taking the lead, I genuinely can't see Manchester City coming back and you know stopping Chelsea. I don't. I think the tiredness will kick in. Corner to Chelsea. Good skill by Noni Madueke. Conor Gallagher, who's the Chelsea captain today, he'll be taking the corner. And Trevor Chaloba, Nicholas Jackson, these are the players who are forward for this corner, the first of the game actually, and and Chelsea will be looking to make it count. Thiago Silva is a big target from these corners. Here it comes, aimed towards Mark Cucurella, who was heavily linked with the um, Man City before Chelsea ended up going for him. Say Chelsea has started well. Having just said that, they lose the ball. Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne down the left. Corner to Man City this time. Corner to Man City. I'm pretty sure Kevin De Bruyne will take this corner and Julian Alvarez will actually take this corner. Takes it short. Klopp comes in. At the far post, Petrovic saves from Rodri. Score nil-nil. You can see on the scoreboard. In the opening 10 minutes, nothing to shout about for either of the two teams. Corner each, neither of the keeper has been tested that much, and neither of the keeper has been tested. Again, the ball is lost by Julian Alvarez, and shot from distance is saved by Ortega from Cole Palmer. He scored against Man City, I think, in that 4-4 draw, a penalty, and there's a chance for City to counter, but Kukurea covers well, and ball is cleared. As expected, I thought it would be a KG affair, and it has started a bit. You know, neither here nor there kind of a game where both teams both teams are still feeling each other out. They know it's like not like it's a do or die game. No second chances. Oh, foul again. I think it's Kyle Walker who's uh, whose lack of control let the team down, and now City concede a corner. I think it was Kyle Walker whose lack of control was the City captain today with Ruben Diaz not playing, and Cole Palmer, oh sorry, Conor Gallagher won the ball back from him, and now Chelsea have a corner with Malo Gusto winning the corner. Again, poor corner from Conor Gallagher. Chance for City to counter, and Phil Foden. Kevin De Bruyne, what can you do? Whoa, what a ball! Phil Foden off the line, but Jack Grealish has the ball. I'm sorry, but Phil Foden has to do a lot better. The flag might go up, but Phil Foden, absolutely dreadful miss from him. It was superb ball from Kevin De Bruyne, and Phil Foden. I'm not really sure what he was trying to do. Kevin De Bruyne showed his quality, and Phil Foden missed a sitter, an absolute sitter. Kukurea did from the line, but save on the line, but he should not have been given any hope actually. Do give video like if you are watching. It helps. 50 on, nothing, nothing worthwhile apart from that glorious chance that Phil Foden squandered. I mean, there have been small chances, but that chance could come back to haunt Manchester City. By Kevin De Bruyne. There just isn't that pace to this game that you would normally associate with a Premier League game. Having said that, here's Jackson against Stones. Square set, but no one there. Collected by Medweke. Yeah, so the pace is a bit slow. As I said, it's a cup game where the margin of error is slim, low, and and so one mistake could be pivotal. I mean, one thing would be interesting that in terms of the value of the squad, which team has a higher value? I mean, like Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, both are at 100 million, over 100 million, comfortably over 100 million. And Nicholas Jackson is around 35-40 million. Um, Nicholas Jackson is around 35-40 million. And is around 40 million. Gallagher is, of course, homegrown. Cole Palmer, 40 million. Good ball. Grealish, oh man, offside against Kevin De Bruyne. Julian Alvarez taking way too long, dabbing in the penalty box, but the flag has gone up. I think that's if it's That's not offside. That's offside. That is when it was given, and now close to 20 minutes have been played, and here comes Kukurea. Stefan Ortega was unlucky to be rested or dropped or whatever you want to put it as on Wednesday. He's been superb. I didn't think he was that good, but he's he's shown his class ever since he came on in that game against Liverpool when Henderson was taken off for that penalty that he considered on David Nunez, and and yeah, so good opportunity for him. He's designated designated cup keeper for Manchester City, I think, and and does a good job. Not really saying that he has to save a lot of shots, but, but whenever he's asked to come into the game, he could have been a chance. Nicholas Jackson, good ball played through to Enzo Fernandez, but his touch is poor, and Man City do actually win the ball back. As I was mentioning earlier, the pace of the game is a bit is a bit you know, could do with some picking up, but I'm sure there are reasons. Premier League matches today as well. I'm not sure if anyone has seen, but Luton were beaten 5-1 at home by Brentford, and Sheffield United, I think they lost 4-1 at at uh, at home at Bramall Lane to we'll come back to that. Oh no. Malo Gusto wins the ball of Kevin De Bruyne. He hasn't looked himself ever since he came back from injury. Uh, that offside. So Kevin De Bruyne, he got injured in the first game of the season against Burnley, but since his comeback, he started well. He started well, started like a house on fire, but ever since his comeback, he hasn't. I mean, like in the last few games, he hasn't looked himself. He's been taken off. He's been rested. He wasn't picked for Belgium because of injury, and and uh, and I mean, losing the ball there. Okay, anyone can lose the ball. That shouldn't be something on which a player is judged. But I mean, you expect better from Kevin De Bruyne. It is, after all, Kevin De Bruyne. Phil Foden, who missed that glorious chance. Bernardo Silva, cross from De Bruyne again. It wasn't De Bruyne. It was Kyle Walker, I think. Good play by City. And Rodri is fouled by Enzo Fernandez. Such a crucial player for Manchester City. Enzo Fernandez is he he's the engine room, the heart of the team, the spine. He so much goes through him. And corner, no chance taking there by Nicholas Jackson, and the ball is played behind. This is, of course, the first semi-final. The second final takes place between Manchester United and Coventry tomorrow. Coventry of the Championship. They are doing not so well in the Championship. I'm not sure whether they'll make it to the playoffs or not. Unlikely. I don't think they are in the running. I think it's Southampton, West Brom, Luton. No, not Luton. Norwich and one more team. So chance for Grealish. Oh, good save by Petrovic. Offside given though against Bernardo Silva. Is Bernardo Silva. I Phil Foden actually. Not yeah, Phil Foden. Yeah, Phil Foden. So still nil, reaching the half an hour mark, and pretty even so far. That Phil Foden chance was a big opportunity for City to take the lead, and I'm feeling that if City had taken the lead, then I mean whichever team takes the lead, I think 80% of the time, 80% chances that they'll win this game or go through. I mean, uh, will go through. So Kenji, good ball played forward. Julian Alvarez. I mean, expected more from Julian Alvarez this season. He's oh, chance for Jackson. Flag might go up, and and it doesn't. That is an absolute howling miss from Nicholas Jackson. The flag was expected to go up, it didn't, and it ended up being a throw to Chelsea. I think somehow, somewhere, Nicholas Jackson might have thought that the flag will go up, but it didn't go up, and we'll see the replay and then find out what Kukurea, good save by Ortega. The pace was taken off it by. Let's see the replay now. If they do show the replay, they aren't. Grealish, De Bruyne. Oh, good tackle there by Chaloba. Can't have been on offside. He was in his own half, but wanting too many touches. Good play there by Jack Grealish. Itanake from the left back spot. Akanji. That's a poor pass. That's a really poor pass from Akanji. I'm not sure what Pep Guardiola is wearing. It's half an hour gone. Still nil-nil. I mean, even sort of a game. Both teams have had one glorious chance. Nicholas Jackson scruffing his lines, and then Phil Foden as well. Both could have should have scored, and we might have had a different complexion of this game, and certainly the scoreboard. But that's how it is. Nicholas Jackson has been pretty, I mean, hit and miss so far this season, and and I mean, I expected a corner out there, but a goal kick has been given to Man City, and yeah, so. Two Premier League games have taken place today. 11 goals scored. Luton Town losing to Brentford 5-1, and then Sheffield United, I think, lost 4-1 to 4-1 to what's Burnley at home. So not a good result for them, either of the two teams. Burnley, of course, they ended up getting a result. They keep their faint hopes of going for the survival alive, but they have got tough fixtures, tough fixtures. Burnley, uh, they have got Newcastle, they've got Tottenham, they've got Manchester United, and not sure about the other one, but those points that they dropped against Everton because of goalkeeping errors will come back to bite them. I have no doubt in my mind, and yeah, so nothing is impossible, uh, and 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 I'm not sure if anyone follows IPL here. Delhi are taking on. Wait, again, a poor pass. Again, time and again, Chelsea are breaking through this offside trap. Oh, bad pass from Kevin De Bruyne. Well, guess what? The ball has gone bust. Oh, Delhi need 127 runs, 28 actually, in the 10 overs that remain. Rodri's effort balloons over the bar. I have to be honest, didn't expect Chelsea to be this good against Manchester City. They've oh, chance for Cole Palmer. His effort is saved. Did well to get himself some space in the penalty box, and it's now a throw to Chelsea. But a good save there by Stefan Ortega, and the score remains tied at 0-0. At their usual standards, Manchester City have been very poor. Very poor. Not good. One goal game, this pretty sure. Can't see it being a goal fest. Manchester City do look tired. I mean, tired as in mentally more than physically, but it does it does beg the question like Chelsea are dominating possession as well. I think I'm pretty sure they are. Let's just check that stat actually. Well done by Medweke. Keep kept the ball in. Yeah. So I mean, City are dominating the position, but it does look like that Chelsea are more of a danger team here. I mean, more likely to score than Manchester City. Typical cup semi-final between two really big sides. Chelsea haven't had the best of seasons. They haven't had two. They have had bad seasons actually, and 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 I mean, looks like Manchester City know that the only two trophies they can win this season are the FA Cup and the Premier League, and they don't want to squander this opportunity. So they are being careful as well with what they can and can't do, and aren't particularly gung ho with with their uh, with their approach, and and but here's Jack Grealish against Malo Gusto. Bad touch, and then I mean, some of these touches are really, really bad from Manchester City. I mean, trying to overplay in the box. I mean, too intricate. There's not enough space. A foul, a free kick in a dangerous sort of a position for Manchester City. Foul by Moises Caicedo, and Phil Foden is fouled. Phil Foden actually had a terrible game against Real Madrid. Of that, there is no doubt. He was actually dreadful against Real Madrid. He should have scored when he went for a shot with his left foot, but it ended up hitting his right foot, and he was taking shots from ridiculous angles and missing passes, etc. That's my opinion. Anyways, I watched the game, and I mean, City dominated possession, but despite that, Phil Foden was, in my opinion, he was expected to do a lot more than what he did, and that's all I'm going to say. Free kick taken by Foden again, overhit. I mean, dreadfully poor this free kick from Phil Foden. I mean, people talk about him being a regular in Gareth Southgate's England team. I'm not a fan of Gareth Southgate or England, but my goodness, Phil Foden is doing himself no favors with performances like these, and and I mean, seriously. Oh, ball given away by Chelsea. Foul. Is it? No, foul is not given. And Chelsea win the ball back somehow. Last couple of mix up between that has to be a yellow card or for Moises Caicedo. Moises Caicedo is booked. Idiotic yellow card. He might pay the price going into the second half. Foul on Jack Grealish. I mean, he was so good for Brighton, but at City he's been. At Chelsea he's been. Um, It's been actually woeful. I mean, I know goals aren't something which you expect from Caicedo in his position, but Phil Foden, you know, chops back. Maybe should have shot. If you saw what Kevin De Bruyne just did, you'd be shaking your head as well. I mean, so poor, so poor. Played nice couple of seconds there for Man City. The way they, you know, conducted the game. Here comes 2.5, approximately 3 years ago. City lost the Champions League final to Chelsea when City were heavily favored, and City were heavily favored. Kai Havertz with the goal. It's half time in this for FA Cup semi-final between the two teams, and I mean it's not been a not been a good game, to be honest. It's not been a good game. I mean, not at all enjoyable, and chances have been at a premium, uh, and nothing. Um, I mean, in terms of saves to make for any of the two keepers, Stefan Ortega or George Petrovic. Uh, I said earlier Dejan Petrovic, but it's George Petrovic and uh, and uh, and I mean, there's very little to talk about in this game. Let's look at some of these socials that have been going on. Stats wise, I don't think there's too much difference between the two teams in terms of shots, etc. But Chelsea have been fairly decent and have been fairly decent. Manchester City were, I expected them to do more, but they haven't. They've they passed the ball around like they usually do, but uh, but uh, uh, but I mean, but nothing of any sort of penetration or anything like that. It's been pretty dismal stuff from both the teams. I mean, I actually haven't enjoyed this half of football. Very little to to talk about in terms of chances. Phil Foden had one chance, and then Nicholas Jackson had a chance, and both of them ended up fluffing their lines. You expect more from Foden. Jackson, okay, he's new to the Premier League, still settling in, but Phil Foden has been, I mean, Phil Foden, I mean, his chance, I thought, particularly was the more presentable chance. Let's put it that ways, and so yeah, I mean, but let's see if what people have been talking about on social media. Um, it's I mean, Rodri's been pretty decent. Um, and and I don't know what to say or do or anything, basically, because it's I genuinely do not know what is happening in this first half. It's both teams passing the ball around. They haven't been, and and yep, that's pretty much about sums it up. This first half, it has been thoroughly disappointing. I I mean, I don't mind games which end up nil nil or are one goal games, but this is an sort of an abomination. I mean, I am not enjoying it. I mean, I do genuinely like games um, which are tense, because that's another emotion that you go through. You enjoy that tense, nail biting feeling, but this thing is uh, is uh, is a bit is a bit, I mean, out there as such. I mean, this I mean this first half has been boring, and second half I expect, I'm hoping that things will pick up, and and we might see one goal. I don't expect more. I don't want more. I'm just saying. I mean, I'd be glad if there's more than one goal, but there's been so little to talk about. What do you do? I mean, there is. I mean, I'm lost for words as to how poor this first half has been for both sides. Man City typically dominating possession, and another thing that is disappointing is the pace. It's too slow. Defensive midfielders have chances to close down those angles, etc. There's very little of the pressing, or at least I haven't seen much of the pressing. Jack Grealish, again, far too disappointing on the left hand side. I'm no fan of Jeremy Doku, but I mean, he's um, he's 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 an option that Pep can consider. Uh, Willie, I'm not sure. Uh, I'm not really sure, and yeah, so we'll see. We'll see as the second half. Now they're showing that Phil Foden chance. I mean, bad touch. Referee goalkeeper. To be fair, does get his hand to it. Kevin De Bruyne had a chance which Trevor Chalobah blocks, and apart from that, it's basically played in midfield. I mean, some people might have liked this half, but uh, for whatever it's worth, it's I don't know. I want my 45 minutes back, or closer to an hour now, an hour and 7 minutes that I've been doing this. It's been that poor. 60% possession to Man City. No, one yellow card to Moises Caicedo. Um, There've been nine fouls in the first 45 minutes, and three shots on target, all from Chelsea, and all from Chelsea. I mean, it can only get better. One would hope. Match in the Premier League to take place today. Arsenal, who were also eliminated in the uh, Champions League on Wednesday, they travel to the Molineux. They take on Wolves. Let's see how tired Wolves would be, and Arsenal need a result as well. They lost over the last weekend to um, Aston Villa, and Aston Villa, who are the only side remaining in the European competitions as far as the Premier League is concerned, with them moving to the semi-final, where I think they'll play Marseille, but could be Olympiacos or Fiorentina as well. But I'm pretty sure it's Marseille, who overcame Benfica in a penalty shootout. Angel Di Maria missed, former PSG player, so they'll be happy. Marseille people, I mean, PSG are a big rivals for Marseille. Um, the the Derby de France or something like game is played between Marseille and PSG, and there's certainly lot uh, at stake. Second half is about to begin. Is about to begin, and and let's hope Pep and Pochettino drill something into their players because the first half was a snooze fest, to be honest, for me at least. And let's get the clock ready. Second half isn't that far off. Players are already in the tunnel and should begin. The second half should kick off in about a minute or so. Ruben Diaz is on. Not sure for whom, but he's coming on. Could be Kyle Walker. Could be John Stones. Kyle Walker. I'm not sure how fit he is or was, and Ruben Diaz is on. Not really sure for whom. I've seen Nathan Ake, so not him. They've just conducted the substitution, but they didn't show the number of the players who went off. Second half is kicked off. I think it's John Stones who's gone off. Yeah, John Stones has gone off, and disappointing for him. He's had a poor season when it comes to injuries and all. It's a bad pass. Ooh, bad kick from Ortega. There's Madueke with the shot over the bar. Terrible play there from one of the City midfielders, and then that was followed by um, a poor kick out from Ortega as well. And Noni Madueke hitting it over the bar. I doubt any team would want to play extra time in this game, especially Manchester City, uh, who played extra time in midweek, but could be they might not have a choice. If Phil Foden had scored, or lost. After Jackson, offside, Kukurea. I mean, Chelsea don't look overawed by this Man City team. They know what they have to do. So, with John Stones going off, does it mean that Akanji will come into the midfield from the centre back position? Because John Stones was earlier designated to do that. Now there's a chance. Oh, good save by Petrovic. Oh, Ortega, I mean. Nicholas Jackson. Another brilliant save by Petrovic. Chance missed by Jackson again. Manchester City have been all at sea in this second half so far. Chelsea have had so many chances. I mean, two in particular for Nicholas Jackson here. He could have had a brace by now um, in this game, but he squandered two very good chances. And offside. First corner of the second half, Kevin De Bruyne gets a corner from Thiago Silva's interception. Phil Foden to take. Such a poor corner on Phil Foden. I mean, I don't know what has gotten into him. He's looks a shadow of the player he was. I mean, he took a class penalty on Wednesday, but I mean, I have to say that he's been awful today. Bukayo Saka for Arsenal was awful on Saturday. I've read, and let's see how he performs today if he gets selected. Walker coming into midfield. Akanji is now moving into midfield. Such a poor pass. Rodri is having a nightmare. Ooh, well played, City, but that was dangerous. Every City player to a man has been so poor. Even Rodri, who's normally an 8 out of 10 every week, has Grealish. Foden! Oh, good save by Petrovic. Good save. That was brilliant by Phil Foden. Best chance for City this second half. And Phil Foden corner to Man City. Phil Foden with the effort, and Georgi Petrovic did really well to deny the England national. Let's hope he can take a better. It goes for a short corner. Grealish, Alvarez, Alvarez, who's been anonymous this second half. Again, Kevin De Bruyne so poor. Nicholas Jackson running the channel. Kyle Walker has gotten back at him. Phil Foden just moments ago. Foul. Free kick in a dangerous area. Foul by Grealish on Noni Madueke. And maybe Cole Palmer will fancy his chances. Uh, Left footer would want to. That's a goodish sort of stop from Petrovic, but Phil Foden, if he had gone just you know a couple of inches to the right, he might have it. He might still have been celebrating that goal. Cole Palmer now to take that free kick. Although Gallagher is there as well, but I'm pretty sure it will be Cole Palmer who will be taking this free kick. Oh, white. For a moment, I thought Ortega. Are they appealing for a handball or a corner? Maybe. That can't be a penalty. It did hit the hand of Kevin De Bruyne, but let's see. No penalty, goal kick. Accidental, it was. Do like, share, and subscribe. Uh, Helps the channel. Kanji over the bar. Offside. I mean, showing that penalty replay, it was Jack Grealish's hand, I think. I mean, Man City, are they a bit rattled? I mean, not really sure, but the performance hasn't been that you know it hasn't had that kind of swagger. And Alvarez has been yellow carded. Must be for something that he said. Oh man, that was close. Manuel Akanji taking his life in his own hand there, playing with fire in his own damn box. Got away with it. Rodri, good pass. Not a good pass. Well read by Chelsea. And will will Manchester City begin to tire as the second half moves closer? Move as we move closer to the finishing line of this. Grealish deflected corner to Manchester City. Well played there by Trevor Chalobah. His brother played for Chelsea as well, Nathaniel Chalobah, and he also played for Watford. Julian Alvarez swings in the corner. Bernardo Silva. I mean, every Man City player looks a bit Nicholas Jackson. He is pacey. He is pacey, and but Kyle Walker is quick as well, and there. Kevin De Bruyne, not with a chance. Not bad, but should have gone to the left. Grealish. No, 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 no. Again, poor choice. Thiago Silva clears. Last half an hour, still nil-nil, as you can see. But I mean, but Manchester City are getting more and more aggressive in everything they are looking to do, and uses the ball heavy touch, but Rodri recovers, plays it to. Oh dear. I mean, Manchester City have been so below par in this game. Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden, Julian Alvarez, John Stones, Bernardo Silva, you name it, every one of them has been poor. So many misplaced passes, so many misplaced passes. Jack Grealish is down, by the way, and uh, and uh, and caught by Caicedo on follow through. Caicedo, by the way, is already on a yellow card, so he wouldn't want to get second yellow. Maybe, you know, trying to play with the referee's mind or psyche that he's already on a yellow. He should be perhaps getting another one. And, showing the Jackson chances that Ortega saved. Two chances that he should have basically buried. I mean, if he buries first one, the second one doesn't arise. But and Pochettino there wearing a jacket in late April. Not really sure if it is required or not, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll be burning inside. And Jeremy Doku is coming on. Grealish is going off. In the fourth official, a real mouthful, and needs to keep his mouth shut, honestly. So 25 minutes of normal time remaining. Can any of the two teams find a goal? I think it will be one goal should be enough for either of the two teams. Would be interesting to see if it goes to penalties, and Bernardo Silva missed, Kovacic missed, and Bernardo Silva's penalty came especially came in for criticism, not criticism, but the execution of it, going straight down the middle, and I mean that still more than an hour of playing time remaining before we even get there, and Me, or did I just spot Josko Guardiola as well? It's Doku. It should have been Diaz actually. I thought for a moment it was Guardiola, but it was from Diaz. Chance for City to counter. Oh, onside. Pretty sure it's onside. And a poor pass from Caicedo. Maybe attacking isn't his forte, and he botched that effort. Clearly onside. I could see it from here that he was onside, and good through ball by Cole Palmer. Again, Chelsea have the ball. Madueke this time. Doku. Foden played through to Bernardo Silva. Doku. Oh, good save by Petrovic. Jeremy Doku on his left foot tests the. I'm not sure where Petrovic is from, but it was an excellent effort, and his stinging shot is denied. Again, Doku taking on. Oh, De Bruyne again should have hit the target, but he doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't. I mean, I think it went fairly wide. Fairly wide. The shot was denied. Doku's shot from by Petrovic's right leg, and then Kevin De Bruyne. I'm pretty sure it went well wide. It was both teams now carving out chances. The game has opened up quite a bit, and Jeremy Doku coming on has has quickened the pace. He has looked lively in this sort of a cameo. 20 minutes to go. Let's see what kind of damage he can do against Malo Gusto, who's been good, but now down with what looks like a knee injury. So, given that there's a break, I'll take a sip of water as well. Why not? I showing the Wembley ground. I know high profile matches are played here, and uh, don't particularly tend to enjoy matches played at Wembley. I mean, it's England's national ground. I know Champions League final is going to be played here, and I mean it. I know high-profile matches mean more at stake for both teams, but I mean, there's something about this ground that I just don't enjoy. Maybe it's the dimensions, etc., or whatever. But there's something about it. It's not like I hate it. It just don't like it. So I hope you understand the difference. And so that's that's the thing. Oh, bad clearance by Akanji. Jackson. Oh, short blocked by Madueke. I mean, any player can make an error, but some of these errors by Manchester City players are a bit unusual and uncharacteristic. Let's call it that. And last 16 minutes, 20 minutes, closer to 20 minutes if you want to add the added time as well. And wow, has to. Oh, not given. Jeremy Doku begging for a foul, but it's not given. Again, not given. And now it's given. But City are upping the ante. Here goes Alvarez. Should be keepers. It is 30 minutes gone in the second half. Moving more and more closer to the added time. But we've seen late goals. They are what characterize corner to Chelsea. Let's see what they can do. Big men are forward. Chaloba, but Ortega is down. He needs to make sure that he's fully fit before the corner can be taken. Otherwise, you don't want to be in a compromising situation with the Chelsea corner. Malo Gusto is back on the field, by the way, and although that should have been a foul. Stefan Ortega Moreno still on the ground. Here come the Manchester City medical team. He's up. He's up. Should be fine to continue. Okay, we have to take the corner. Get away. So now, let's goal kick. Axel Disasi and Mikhailo Mudrik coming on. Mikhailo Mudrik, he has space. If he has the brains, I don't know. And Disasi will probably go at the right back spot. City maybe tiring. Mikhailo Mudrik's space can be a lethal weapon if he uses it correctly or chooses to use it correctly. So Gusto, as I predicted, is going off for Disasi, and Medweke is going off for Mudrik. Pretty vanilla this half as well. Slightly better than the first half, but I mean, still, I mean, it's a low bar. Again, Manchester City have just faffed around with the ball in their own half and then ended up winning a goal kick. It's Pep Guardiola is too animated. Some Manchester City games can be enthralling, but some are, I mean, absolutely dire on the eyes. I mean, I mean foul. It's Rodri. Warden. What can Bernardo Silva do? Nothing. Foden. Ake. Doku. Ake. De Bruyne. Ake. Just decamped outside the Chelsea half. Rodri, can he shoot? Bernardo Silva? Oh, fucking hell. It's Julian Alvarez. His shot is stubbed into the ground and then goes over the bar. I think that's what happened. But a good pattern in the last 20-30 seconds. I mean, Erling Haaland, is he being missed? He hasn't been too flash this season. 20 goals, but I'm pretty sure most of them have come in against against so-called smaller teams. I mean, he scored. He's missed penalties. He's missed some big chances as well against likes of Chelsea and who else? Manchester United. Even though he did score against Manchester United in that game, but he's missed sitters. If I had to pick one player, I'm not sure I can do it. One player that has stood out. I mean, Jeremy Doku has done well ever since he come on, but um, my God, Nathan Ake probably. Bernardo Silva scores, and Chelsea are trailing to Manchester City. Bernardo Silva has scored. It's 1-0 to Manchester City. Bernardo Silva has scored. I think it was Kevin De Bruyne who provided the assist. Might have been some sort of a deflection, but Bernardo Silva who missed that penalty um, in the Champions League, and maybe his celebrations somehow reflected that, and he's given Chelsea the twitches, so might go down as Mark Cucurella on goal, and probably will go down as Mark Cucurella on goal, but we'll wait and find out. But one thing of which there is no doubt is Chelsea trail to Manchester City, and Pep Guardiola delighted with his team's effort, and Manchester City lead with just about 6 to 7 minutes of normal time and maybe 5 or 6 minutes of added time. So about 10-12 minutes to go. Can City see it out? We'll see. But Manchester City lead through maybe a Bernardo Silva goal or a Mark Cucurella on goal. Probably a Mark Cucurella on goal. But about 10-12 minutes go if you add it to go if you add the injury time that is there to be played, and Manchester City, will we see a Manchester derby in the final? Probably will. It be repeat of the last year's final, which was in fact the Manchester derby. So Manchester City, not Manchester City, Manchester United take on Coventry City tomorrow, and a yellow card, two yellow cards, one to a Chelsea player, one to a Chelsea to to one player from each team, Kevin De Bruyne and Enzo Fernandez, I think, both of them, and have picked up yellow cards, and all those missed chances will come back to haunt haunt Chelsea. Nicholas Jackson missing those two. I mean, fairly good chances, and two good chances, and then now Manchester City just have to keep their head, and I'm pretty sure that they can do that, and they'll be home and hosts. So we'll see what they do. But Chelsea have won themselves a free kick, and last substitutions now. Last 3 minutes to go. and let's see what happens. Manchester City are making a substitution. Oscar Bob is coming on. Phil Foden, Pep Guardiola is going mental on the sidelines. It looks like the way camera is panning to Mark Cucurella, it will go down as an own goal. Mark Cucurella own goal, and in these big cup matches, it doesn't matter. So Oscar Bob, the Norwegian, has come on for Julian Alvarez, and Sterling and Ben Chilwell have come on for Chelsea. Do give Chelsea video a like and do subscribe to the channel if possible. It doesn't cost anything, and do leave your messages for the chat. So Mark Cucurella has gone off, as has Enzo Fernandez and Ben Chilwell and Raheem Sterling, of course, formerly of Manchester City, have come on. So let's see what Chelsea can do, if anything. But Mikhailo Mudryk has been. Um, I haven't noticed him doing anything worthwhile in the time that he has been on, and yeah. So 90 seconds of normal time, and then I'm expecting around 7 minutes of added time. Uh, and Ortega collects, distributes. Ruben Diaz, ever since he came on in the second half, for the second half, has looked solid. He's a good player. Throw into Chelsea, they'd be cursing their luck. They'd be cursing their luck big time. Mikhailo Mudryk. Oh, chance for Chilwell up against Ruben Diaz. He has the pace. Oh, bad choice. Probably the only choice, but Chelsea have a corner. They have to make it count. They have to make it count, and they have to make it count. Otherwise, they are heading out. And Manchester City have to be, switched on. Here comes the corner, cleared by Ruben Diaz. Mikhailo Mudryk. Desperate cross which goes out for a goal kick, and and uh, and that, I think, 8 minutes. 8 minutes is the added time. 8 minutes. So still a flicker of hope remaining for Chelsea, that they can conjure something up. Will they? We are into those 8 minutes. The first minute has almost been played, and Foden to Bob, pass is short. I mean, Foden. I mean, he's been unbelievably poor. Phil Foden. I mean, um, Kevin De Bruyne plays it out to Jeremy Doku. Second minute of added time. Jeremy Doku against Axel Disasi. Again, Kevin De Bruyne overhits a pass to his compatriot Jeremy Doku, the Belgian, and it goes out for a goal kick. Chelsea not resorting to long ball, still playing it around their own half. I'm not sure how they are doing this, but ball one back, should be offside. No. Throw into, ball doesn't go out. It's a throw. It does go out. It's a throw into it's a throw into Manchester City. Let's see how long before they begin to waste time. And Mauricio Pochettino looks shell shocked, to be honest, and I mean, they had a good opportunity, and Phil Foden keep the damn ball. Referee playing the advantage. Rodri goes out to Doku. He's a good option if you want to keep the ball. I mean, he's got the skill and trickery. Phil Foden is still down, just about picking himself up. Here is Phil Foden. Throw into Man City. They are making a good fist of getting through this added time without too many drama. Too many. I mean, too many. It's a foul. Chelsea have a chance, but almost half of the added time has been played. Now I think they will go long, start to go long. I mean, this reminds me of the Community Shield earlier this season when Chelsea, oh sorry, Manchester City led through Cole Palmer, but then an own goal meant we went to penalties, and then and and Arsenal ended up winning on penalties. Throw to Man City, and we are already into the 95th minute. Mauricio Pochettino trying to rally his troops, but he doesn't have that much time left. Mikhailo Mudryk has so far proven ineffective. Um, Axel Disasi coming on the right hand side. He's I mean the pass for the goal came from there. I mean, has Malo Gusto been missed, or oh, well played. Foul by Bernardo Silva on Ben Chilwell. 2.5 minutes remaining. Desperate lunging efforts by City players. Pretty sure Chelsea are going to go long. They are. Will goalkeeper go forward? Not yet. City with the high line, and City win the ball back. Counter is on. It's 2 on 3. Jeremy Doku plays it out to Kevin De Bruyne, who goes for the corner. Smart choice. Smart choice with just 2 minutes remaining. And Axel Disasi has won the ball back. Plays it out to Chilwell. Might have been Chaloba, but probably was Disasi. I mean, Chelsea substitutions, I'm not sure if they've helped or hindered their cause. And Cole Palmer playing very deep. Doesn't want to lose the ball there. last minute, last minute, desperate. Things getting more and more desperate. Mikhailo Mudryk down the channel. Corner given. Or is it a goal kick? Probably a foul. I mean, it's a free kick. Last chance alone for Chelsea. This has to be at least you should beat the first man. Here it comes. Another dreadful, absolutely dreadful free kick from Mikhailo Mudryk. I mean, seriously, this guy is worth 100 million. I mean, what a terrible waste of time and money. Substitution, Mateo Kovacic coming on. Not sure if there is time to make that substitution or not, but Pep Guardiola is certainly ready for that substitution. City fans, another final for them, and no whistle as such. We're in the 99th minute, and Petrovic hoofs it long. Not sure where this time is coming from. And the final whistle goes, and Chelsea have been eliminated from this year's FA Cup. Bernardo Silva or Marco Correa on goal. I'm not sure what, but but uh, but that is where we are, and it is where we are with this with this game, and it ends 1-0 to Manchester City. It ends 1-0 to Manchester City. Desperately disappointing for Chelsea fans. I'm pretty sure they would have expected more out of this game, and but it wasn't to be. Nicholas Jackson in tears. To be fair, he did miss. He was profligate in front of the goal, and he's ended up paying the price for his squandering of chances. Anyways, that's it from my side. Hope you enjoyed the commentary, and I'll see you in my next few videos. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.